What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bruce. We're going to listen to another tune from the select playlist of Mr. Springsteen's songs provided by Michaela, and it's Brilliant Disguise. I like the phrase. It feels like there could be maybe a bit of, if not sarcasm, at least a more complicated meaning than it might be on the surface. Like, brilliant is an adjective you might apply when there is a bit of, tongue-in-cheek meaning. Of course, it could just literally or in a straightforward way be a brilliant disguise, and of course that might not mean, a fake mustache and glasses and a hat or a trench coat, but in fact an emotional disguise or something that presents a different disposition, character, or dynamic than is actually the case and allows you to go incognito, whether, again, that's in a physical setting or in an interpersonal situation. But yes, I wonder what kind of disguise we're talking. I wonder how sincere or sarcastic / ironic the description of brilliant might be, and of course, even if those concepts become clear, I wouldn't be surprised if it's in a more complicated and larger narrative. So I'll try to catch what I can. This is Bruce Springsteen. The track is Brilliant Disguise, and it's another song in a large and select playlist provided by Michaela.
I hold you in my arms, it's a band play, but all those words whispered, baby, just as you turn away. I saw you last night, out on the edge of town. I wanna read your mind to know just what I've got in this new thing I found. Tell me what I see when I look in your eyes. Is that you, baby, or just a grin in disguise?
Okay.
I heard somebody call your name from underneath our willow. I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow. Well, I've tried so hard, baby, but I just can't see what a woman like you is doing with me. So tell me who I see when I look me so rough.
It is fading. It's a long and very gradual fade, which, as far as fade out goes, or as far as fade outs go, I think that is the better approach to it. But okay, so this one I was really locked into the lyrics, and without assuming too much, I think I got a pretty good handle of it. I will start with the sonics though. I love his voice. Again, there's a deep, like, emotional resonance in a lot of his singing. He also just has that kind of like common man sound to his voice, where, not to say that his voice isn't incredible, it certainly is, but he comes across as like, you know, a blue collar voice, or, you know, salt of the earth, someone who's been places, traveled, gone through experiences, ups and downs, and, you know, who's seen the world for what it is. And I think that comes across in a lot of his vocals, and certainly this song here. And I think that, you know, has a relevance in terms of the lyrics. But I also enjoyed those little, like, piano flourishes. I think there was also, at first I thought it was like an organ playing these longer chords, then it sounded like a string, so I don't know if those are like proper strings or maybe a string synth, but there was like a pad sound, like a pad chord, like in the background of some of the sections. And I'd say overall it has a bit of that, like, what's the right way to phrase it? Not like folk rock, but, you know, sort of like guitar poet rock band kind of feel to it. And yeah, so lyrically what I'm getting is that, and it sounds like there's a bit of a progression, like time-wise. Like first he's saying he's with this woman, he thinks she's quite remarkable, and indeed he's even saying, excuse me, that, like, you know, you're this amazing woman, not quite sure what you're doing with a guy like me. And so when I look in your eyes, I can't tell, like, is it really you, or is it just a brilliant disguise? Are you playing a part? And eventually he is saying, like, you know, you're playing the part of this beautiful woman, and I'm playing the part of a faithful man. And it's like by the end of the song he's saying, so, like, now I guess you have to ask yourself, is what you're seeing, is what you think I'm here as, you know, is it what you're seeing, or is this just a brilliant disguise on my part? Am I kind of playing along? But yeah, so it sounds like it's this, you know, I want to know what I have. Like, it's exciting, I think it's great. I'm kind of wondering what you're doing with someone like me because you're so significant. And maybe this is what you do. Maybe this is, you know, you're not the person or the character that I thought you were. But by the end he's saying, like, but maybe I'm, you know, maybe you don't know what I really am. Maybe you think I'm just this faithful guy who's going to believe whatever you say, and who, you know, is going to be here for you even if you, you know, treat me wrong or whatever. But is that just a brilliant disguise that I'm wearing? So it feels like he kind of turns it in the other direction in the latter half of the song. But yeah, it sounds like a song about someone who has a connection with someone but doesn't quite believe it and wants to know, like, you know, is this the real you? Is this what I can expect? Or are, again, you inhabiting a role and I'm just kind of like cast against you? I'm your foil in your story and it's not our story. So yeah, I found that very interesting. I certainly enjoyed trying to follow the emotional trajectory of the song over the course of it. So again, he's a great storyteller in songs, even when, like, it feels like there's some implied story that he's not stating specifically. So yeah, another cool tune from Bruce. Thank you again to Michaela. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace.